We back. Season three. Y'all know, drop that beat. Welcome to the Wheel Wide channel. We are back. I'm one half of the team, SHAQ. Jay Schumann is away on vacation. On behalf of Wheel Wide, just want to say thank you so much for all the friends, for all the love, for all the support, for all the views that you guys have been given to support this wonderful Wheel Wide channel. We promise we have got season 3 back in. We promise to give you that raw, clear, dope content. So just thank you. Continue liking, continue subscribing, continue to share, continue to support as we hope to have you guys support throughout this season. So thank you so much. And on behalf of Wheel Wide, we just want to say thank you. Let's get right into it. We got a very special guest in the building today. My brother, Big Nars, aka Big Nars. What's going on, man?
What's happening, bro? Man, it's good to be on your show, man. Finally, we've been talking about it for a minute. So, it's finally good to be on your show, man. This is supposed to be an epic episode. So here we go.
Yeah. So it's definitely supposed to be an epic episode. In fact, you actually reached out to the producers to come on the show. You've been trying to get on the show, but we finally got you here, man. So we promise to have a good episode. Everybody good? Your family good?
Everybody good, man. Everybody blessed, bro. No complaints. Everybody good on your side?
Everybody good. In fact, it's a lot that's going on, but it's a lot that we have to do to make it through these days. And speaking of mate, that goes with our word of the day. So I know, stranger, you're a big fan of the show. The word of the day is called mate. Now, when we talk about mate, let's just break that word down. All right, mate. M-A-K-E. What does that stand for? Money averages kinda every day. Now, since we're talking about money averages kinda every day, I know that you're real big on, you're somebody who just obtained your CDL. There's a lot we're going to talk about in this episode. So, what's your take on the word of the day and what motivated you to get your CDL? Let's just jump right straight to it.
All right, you said money averages kind of every day.
Correct.
All right. What's my take on the word of the day? And that's an interesting acronym, bro. Money averages kind of every day. Money is very important in our society. It averages extremely every day, I'll say, in my opinion. And you gotta make it in order to live the life that you want to live, in order to do the things that you want to do. You need money, man,
So speaking of money, we see that a lot of people out here chasing the bag. We see everybody out here chasing the bag. We see people leaving their job. They go in the warehouse. They just don't want to work no more. But what they result to when you talk to them is, oh, I'm about to go get my CDL. So speaking of money, I know that you indicated that. Do you feel like CDL and truck driving is the best way these days? Because we even seeing women now in trucking. So do you, as somebody who obtained a CDL, do you see it as CDL and truck driver being the best way?
It all depends on the person. For me, I can speak for myself. Actually working at Amazon, I came to the realization that I liked driving around, just driving. It's even with like having to hop out of the truck, lift heavy packages. It's not something that really feels like work to me. Compared to a lot of the other things that I've done. So after figuring out that I like driving around, I also figured out that I wanted to make some more money than I was making. So I said, why not? I can still drive around. I can go ahead and get my CDL and take things to the next level. So That's what it was about for me. It's on a case by case basis, though. Driving ain't necessarily, it's not for everybody. Of course, you got people that got, of course, health problems that can't necessarily drive for extended hours of time or periods of time. So, I mean, if you like driving, I would look into it, do your research. Yeah, CDL, it's a good investment regardless of if you plan on, if you get it, go ahead and use it. But I would, if you're looking for something to, I don't know, just try kind of add to your repertoire, CDL isn't a bad thing to add to your repertoire. So I say that.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Now, we hear people making statuses all the time about when they do become a truck driver, they feel like they are their own boss. So do you feel like you're your own boss when you are in a truck or when you have your load?
We could talk about being your own boss from just a mentality sense. People say they're their own boss all the time, but at the end of the day, you might still be reporting to somebody.
Right.
Just because you got a CDL doesn't make you your own boss. But if you got your own truck, your own authority, and you come and go to work as you please, then that will put you in the category of being your own boss.
I tend to agree with you on that because I was doing my research and it gives parameters. It talks about an owner operator and then it talks about a co-worker operator. And the difference is when you're your owner operator, and correct me if I'm wrong, you get most of your percentage from the money. Like only thing you have to do is you just pay your dispatcher and you pay your broker for the routes. But other than that, most of the money comes to you. Is that true or that's kind of fun?
I'm not an owner operator, so I can't talk about being an owner operator. But most people, when you first get your CDL, you would start out as a company driver just to get your experience, unless you have like maybe family or something that I guess will put you in their truck. But a lot of people like me, they get their CDL and start out. Most times you'll start out as a company driver and build your experience, and then you move on to other things. So, that's how I kind of see it.
So I know you probably don't want to get into it. So let's get into it. Let's spite it up a little bit. How much money can a person make just being, because you have different types of ways where you can get paid for CDL, truck driver, right? I think that's what people need to know, the education side. So some people get paid based upon miles. Some people get paid based upon hourly. Some people get paid based upon loads. Some people get paid based upon salary, right? So do you feel like truck driving changed your life? And if so, explain.
I don't feel like truck driving changed my life. I think it allowed me the opportunity to do something and, that was flexible for my situation.
Right.
Some people get paid by the mile. Some people get paid by the hour. I've been paid by the hour and the mile. I get paid by the hour and the mile now. But starting off, I got paid by the hour. So a lot of times that might be a local position and, and you're just strictly getting paid by the hour. It's a lot of money in that.
Right. So if you feel like truck driving hasn't changed your life, why are you still doing it?
Truck driving has just allowed me the opportunity to do something and make money and feel like I'm not really working. All I do is drive. I sit on my behind all day and I just drive.
Okay, but to me, now this is to me, that's not my lifestyle, okay? Mm-hmm. I know there's people at the home, everybody's trying to get that bag, get their CDL, but that's not me because I feel like you got to have the patience. You're going to eventually become fat because all you're doing is on the road. You got to enjoy driving. You got to enjoy being on the road. That's definitely not the job for me. But you mentioned that, it hasn't changed your life. So are you planning on leaving? because you either gonna stand for something or fall for anything. And every truck driver I know, I got family that's truck driver, neighbor that truck drivers, and we can get into it. We can dive deep into this conversation. Every truck driver I know has had knee surgery and knee replacement from getting up out each and every down out of the truck. And I call them DOT drivers, because if one thing become wrong with that truck, they got fined or going to get fined. So are you working to leave the truck driving, or are you just going to stay complacency and fall for anything and be technically still working for somebody?
I mean, working is a means to an end. I'm working to get money.
Okay.
At the beginning, middle, and the end of the day.
So you're not working to obtain freedom?
Money provides you freedom.
How so?
I mean, how you going? You live in America,
right?
How you got a system that's set up with money,
right?
With these tickets that you exchange for whatever you want.
But freedom isn't, to me, freedom isn't free. Freedom isn't free. It's not free. You have to fight for it. Somebody got to fight for it. Could you agree?
You got to work for it.
Right. So if you're not anybody can make money, but let's just agree, if you're not putting your money in a place where it can actually provide the freedom for you, then how are you free?
I mean, yeah, when you get your money, you do what you want to do with your money. If you want to spend it, if you want to put it in the bank, if you want to reinvest it, it's your decision. I
agree. I just think that more truck drivers need to step up and invest their money, because a lot of them, it's no shade to the truck driving industry, but a lot of them are doing what they want to do. They're making the money, but what are they doing with the money? Because technically, it's only them. It's a triangle. It's you, the load, and the road. So what steps do you think a person needs to do to first, just to get the experience, just to become a truck driver?
Man, you got a lot of mega companies out here that are offering to pay for your schooling, to train you, to do all that. Of course, most companies are going to ask you to pay them back if you go to their school. So, I mean, if you just want to get started in CDL, I'd say try to get you a license without restrictions, meaning, they got automatic trucks and they got manual trucks. Try to get you go to a school that'll teach you in a manual truck. Get all the endorsements you can, and, get your experience up. The more experience you got, the more people that are hired, the easier it is to get a job. So, you got to start somewhere. So you might have to start working for a mega company, and you might not get paid as much as you want to get paid, but it's all steps to get where you want to be. So that's what I say.
So real quick, two more questions. What do you see yourself at in 5 years in regards to the trucking, CDL and trucking industry?
In 5 years, hopefully, I'm driving my own truck. I'm coming and going as I please, like a boss, like a real boss. I got my own truck, my own authority. It's a lot of responsibility that comes with driving a commercial vehicle, especially if you have your own authority and, you're moving like that. And that takes time. You can't just jump in. If you want to jump in and just be your own boss, if you got it like that, that's what's up. But, ain't nothing wrong with working your way up. So, hopefully in 5 years, either I'm a boss or I'm doing something completely different. I'm already rich.
I like that. That's the answer I was looking for, which we're going to get back to. But last but not least, what message out there will you give to someone who would like to get in the industry, having a hard time trying to go to school? They have a good driving record, but they just can't afford it. Is there financial aid benefits? Is there something that they can lean to help provide the aid and the funding to get this CDL, obtain the CDL license?
If you don't have the funds, I would suggest They say don't do it, but I just suggest going to a mega carrier like Snyder or anybody that has a school where you can attend their school, and they pay for it, but then they also take it back out of your check. You can do that. That's always an option. That's one of the easiest things to do. Or you can, if you go to Savannah Tech, we're in Georgia and Savannah. If you go to Savannah Tech, they pay for the tuition through, I think it's Georgia, some scholarship. You'll probably come out of the pocket like $300 or $400. And that's sure. That will honestly be like the first option in Georgia. I would probably try to go to Savannah Tech. But then if you can find a company like Yellow, it's a company called Yellow. They pay for everything. Like they don't even take it back. They pay for it. I think they're credited by the government. They pay for every single thing. You gotta basically get a free CDL. So if you can go to a company like Yellow, if you can't do Yellow, go to a mega carrier, get your CDL. You doing this, you might have some restrictions on your license, but I mean, when you in the door, you in the door. Most companies are going, they're going to automatic trucks anyway. So, I mean, you're not really losing out on a lot by getting like an automatic restriction on your license, but if you can get a license without restrictions, you even more like solid. So,
wow. Well, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for bringing out your time to come on the show to break that down. In fact, I like what you said. That was the answer I was looking for, because if you didn't say that, we was going to have a big debate on this show, man. But you said in the next 5 years, you're looking to own, and that's the key word. See, in life, in the trucking industry, they may teach us how to play basketball. They may teach us how to play football, but they don't teach us how to own a team.
Right.
So you either going to play or you're going to own. Because I know me, I'm not going to put on no football jersey or no basketball jersey unless I own it. That's why I got Harvard University and other things out there to back up what I wear, So I'm glad that you said that. I thank you for coming on the show, breaking down. That's why I had to get you on the show, because we've been flying past you, and we just so glad to have you on the show. Okay, you gonna come back next week too?
Yeah, man, I'm coming back.
So the producers have asked that you come back next week, man. Thank you for coming on the show. Well, viewers, that's it. He gave you some explanations on how to obtain your CDL. Is truck driving worth it? Is it not worth it? We answer questions on how it would change your life, what steps and what tools you need. I personally know a guy that was only making $1,900 a month. Was working for a fast food restaurant, only $1,900 a month. But he became a CDL owner operator where he made $1,900 in 4 days. So just to see the transition of how people are getting to the experience of truck driving is definitely something that I encourage and motivate people to do if they're looking to play and be an owner. So real quick, you got anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, man, I just want to say, hey, I appreciate you bringing me on the show. It's a great show. I think this is a great platform. It's good to see young Black men doing something positive. So, man, awesome job with what y'all doing. Keep it up, man. My brother, so, we solid. I can't wait to come back.
Thank you, man. So humble and thrilled based upon that statement. I know I appreciate it, and Jay Schumann will also appreciate it. And on behalf of the Y, we appreciate you for coming. So that's it. I am SHAQ. We are Y. Let the people know where they can follow you at real quick, man.
Man, y'all can catch me everywhere on social media okay, so let me tell y'all, I got a CDL, but I also went to school for recording arts. So I have a bachelor's in recording arts. So I'm a songwriter, producer. So you can catch me on social media at Jediyah, Jediyah. You can catch me on iTunes or whatever your streaming services are at the same name, Jediyah, Jediyah. Appreciate y'all, man.
Make sure you say that one more time for the people to get that. Break it down again. Just break it down so that they can get it.
So we can break my name down into two parts. Jediyah, like Star Wars. Yah, like God. So Jediyah. That's it.
There it is. I am SHAQ. We are why. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I am SHAQ. We are why, because we are why not. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. That's it. We out. Season 3.